Hey everybody, it's Harry Kalimnios here from thethoughtgym.com, and today what I wanted to talk to you about is this concept that Tony Robbins likes to call an emotional triad. Now don't get scared, it's got nothing to do with gangsters or anything like that. It really just means that there are three elements to controlling how you feel at any given moment in time. And why is that important, you might ask? Well, it's important because once you realise that there are really just three things that control how you feel at any given moment in time, it means that by looking at one of those three things, you'll be able to change how you feel. Let's just go through with an example. The first of the three things, the first of these triads, if you like, is that of focus. What are you paying attention to at that moment in time? What is taking up your focus? In the UK here, as you know, it rains a lot, and let's say I'm going out and I choose to go out to the park and play frisbee with my friends, but it starts to rain and I focus on the fact that now I won't be able to go and play frisbee and now my afternoon's ruined and all this other stuff. Then I'm going to start to feel pretty lousy, frustrated, blaming the weather, wanting to move to Los Angeles or somewhere. But if I choose to focus on the fact that actually, you know what, it's raining, but that means that I don't have to get up early tomorrow to water the plants. And it means that now I can do all the jobs around the house that I needed to do that I've been putting off for so long. Then I might actually feel a bit grateful that I've got an extra afternoon free, I've got an extra hour in bed, all manner of things, just by switching what I decide to focus on in that situation. The second part of this triad is that of language. How we talk to ourselves becomes so important to how we feel. If I start saying to myself, I feel lousy, I feel tired, I'm going to sit on the couch and I'm going to just watch, I don't know, TV until it's bedtime, then I'm going to start to feel pretty lousy, I'm going to sit on the couch, I'm going to watch TV till bedtime. But if I say to myself, you know what, I'm going to go for that run. I know I'm a bit tired, but I know that if I go for that run, I'm going to feel fantastic. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just go for that run. And I go for that run, I know I feel fantastic, and I come back and that's all fine. So the fact is that what I decide to say to myself will determine whether I feel motivated to go for a run or whether I feel motivated to go and sit on the couch. And the last thing is that of physiology. Physiology is just a fancy word for us saying how we move about, really. So our movement, our gestures, our posture, how we breathe, how we're moving, how we're walking, how we're sitting can determine how we feel. I'm sure you've come across this situation before where you may not have felt like doing something and then just by sheer will of force perhaps you did do something, and the fact that you're moving differently, you're breathing differently, felt differently to you and you had a different emotional state. They in fact did an experiment, I watched this on TED recently, where they took a group of students who were looking for a job and they divided them into two, and they instructed one half to just do a normal interview preparation and go to the interview, and the other half they had to go into a quiet corner for a bit and get into some kind of emotional state, so doing something with their body which made them feel more powerful, which made them feel more engaging, more likeable if you like, just more confident for that interview. None of the interviewers of course knew which group had done which, but when asked at the end, all of the interviewers decided that would rather give the job to the group that had gone into state, had taken control of their emotions through the physiology, than those that didn't. It's fascinating. It's like that old saying that you may have heard, I don't sing because I'm happy because I sing. It's remarkable because once you realise that actually how you move your body or the actions that you take can determine how you feel. Next time you wake up and you feel lousy, like maybe sometimes you do, and you realise, actually, you know what, if I go for a brisk walk before breakfast, I always feel so much better. And you realise that, you go for that walk, you come to breakfast, you feel fantastic, you're going to start the day off right. If you know that when you wake up late and you feel, you just waddle to the bathroom, then waddle off to the breakfast bowl, and you're going to start to feel lousy all day, and you don't break your state, you don't change your physiology, or at least what you focus on or your language, then you'll feel lousy all day. It sounds really simple, just these three things control your emotional state, and you know what, I think that we have a tendency to make life more complicated than it needs to be. Let's just keep it simple, embrace that simplicity, and look for those three things in your everyday emotional states, and what is it that you can change to provide you with a better emotional state. Okay, that's it for now. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel, comment. I'd love to hear from you, and also visit thethoughtgym.com, pop your name on the waiting list to receive some free training videos when they become available for you. And I will see you on the next one. Have a fantastic week. Take care.